Hi there. Welcome to Lluna Designs, the system that organizes your life from a place of calm. I'm very excited to join you today on this step-by-step walkthrough of your new wedding planner in Google Sheets. If you've never used a spreadsheet before, don't worry. Everything is designed to be easy and automatic, and most of all, peaceful. Ready to plan your big day with calm, clarity, and no stress? Let's begin. The first sheet we find is the setup sheet. It's the starting point of everything. On the left, you'll find an automatic countdown of the days left until your wedding. Just below, you'll see a small index with shortcuts to each sheet in the planner. You just have to click on them and they'll take you to the right sheet. Throughout the rest of the document, you'll also be able to navigate using the index by clicking the three lines in the bottom left corner of your screen, next to the plus symbol. On the right side, you'll see a green box. Here you can add a photo of yourself or of the couple by clicking Insert Image. Insert an image in the cell. Now you can upload an image from your device, or you can select one from your Google Drive account. That image will automatically appear on other sheets, such as the cover and the dashboard. Now let's move on to the important info. You just have to fill in the requested fields like names, date, and location. Keep in mind that if you place the @ symbol before the address, it will automatically connect with Google Maps. Further down, you'll see tables like guest tags, accommodations, and similar ones. You'll only have to enter that info once here, and it will appear as an automatic drop-down throughout the planner. It couldn't be easier. Now let's move on to the dashboard sheet. This sheet is your command center, and the best part? It's 100% automatic. You don't have to do anything, just watch. Here you'll find your calendar with the wedding date marked, the tasks you still need to do and those already completed, the overall budget and the amount paid so far, budget progress charts, tracking for save the date, invitations and responses, total number of guests, how many have confirmed, and how many are still waiting to be assigned to tables. It's your space for control and peace of mind. Everything updates automatically as you complete other sheets. The next sheet is Save the Date. Here you'll find 4 automatic Save the Date templates already designed for you, with your info pulled in from the setup sheet. You don't have to do anything to fill out the Save the Date. It's completely automatic. You just have to pick your favorite and print it to send. To print, select the Save the Date cells you want and click File, Print. And in the Options window, select Selected Cells. And that's it. You're ready to send or print your Save the Date. The next is brainstorming. This will be your space to let your imagination run wild. Here you can write down all your ideas. Decorations, songs, activities, surprises. You can write ideas from the bride's point of view, the groom's, or both together. When there's an idea you really love, you can check the box and that line will automatically be underlined. That way, visually, you'll know it's one of your favorites. Now we're at the timeline sheet. The timeline sheet is divided into time phases, more than 12 months before the wedding, 9 to 12, 6 to 9, and so on until the big day. You have suggested phrases you can keep, delete, or change to your own tasks. In each task, you can note the deadline, priority, person in charge, a drop-down that comes from Setup, and a description. When you check the box, the task will be automatically crossed out, and the total number of pending tasks will also update in the dashboard. The timeline sheet is also linked to the calendar sheet. There, you'll be able to visually see the tasks by date on the calendar. Now let's go to the calendar sheet. This sheet lets you view your timeline tasks, one-time tasks that you add directly to the calendar in their designated space, and the budgeted payments from the budget sheet. As you can see, it's a very visual way to stay up to date with your tasks and payments. The calendar itself is automatic. What you can do is choose the starting day of the week, change the month and year you want to view, filter the data by type, by whether tasks are completed or not, or whether budgeted payments have been made. You can also add one-time tasks and filter them accordingly. The next sheet is the guest list. You'll be able to add up to 500 guests. If you need more, you can select the last empty row and drag it down using the little blue square in the corner. Or you can go to Insert, Row. Add guests filling the requested fields. Some are automatic drop-downs that are already set up from the Setup tables. On the right side of the sheet, you'll find the Summary and Analysis block. It's automatic. You shouldn't touch it. It's used to generate graphs and important data both here and in the dashboard. Now let's go to the Vendor's Choice sheet, which will probably be one of the most important ones for organizing your dream wedding. In this sheet, you'll be able to compare and save information for all your vendors: photographer, florist, music. You just need to enter the required information for each vendor, and it'll be easy for you to compare and choose the final one. You can add a photo of the vendor in the corresponding field with Insert Image. Insert an image in the cell. When you mark a vendor as chosen, it'll be underlined and automatically linked to the budget sheet. Remember that to link to the budget, you have to mark each chosen vendor. Otherwise, there won't be any link with the budget. On the right, you'll find a summary and analysis that reviews your decisions. It's automatic. Don't edit it. Now let's go to another of the most important sheets for the big day, the Venue Options sheet. In this sheet, you can compare different places for your ceremony or celebration. You just need to add the required data in each field. Remember that if you want to link the address with Google Maps, you need to add an @ before it. To insert a photo of the venue, just go to Insert Image. Insert an image in the cell. When you choose the final venue, mark the corresponding option. It'll be underlined and automatically connected with your budget sheet. It's important to mark the final choice so it links to the budget. If nothing is marked, nothing will be linked. Now let's go to another of the most important sheets, the budget sheet. In this sheet, we find a step-by-step process to make completing the budget easier for you. First, we see the wedding budget. This cell should not be touched. It's automatic. It's set based on what we put in step 2 of the budget, the wedding budget contribution. Then we find the 3 steps to create our budget. First, expense category. Here we set a category and a budget. We also find the amount paid, which is pulled from what we register in step 3 as the expense tracker. And finally, in the table, we see the automatic calculation of the remaining amount between the budget and the amount paid. The gray cells in this step shouldn't be touched, as they are automatic cells. These gray categories are those set in Vendor's Choice and Venue Options. Likewise, the budget for those categories is also already set in those sheets. So if we don't want to add any more categories, this step would be completely automatic. The second step is the wedding budget contribution. In this table, we'll enter contributions to our wedding to know our budget. And finally, the third step, expense tracking. Here we'll record each expense related to our wedding. We can enter the date of the expense, the category, a drop-down from step 1, the amount we paid, and a description. If we need to add more rows to our table, we just select the last row and use the plus symbol in the bottom right corner to drag down as many rows as needed. Lastly, on the right side of the budget sheet, we find the summary and analysis, which is completely automatic and just serves as a visual summary of how our budget is going. Now let's go to the food and drinks sheet. The first data you see in this sheet is automatic. That's why they appear in gray. You should not touch them. They come from the catering and bartender choices made in Vendors. Further down, you can list your menu options. When you mark one as final, it will be underlined in pink. On the right side of the sheet, you'll find a series of automatic charts to help you visualize your selection. Remember not to touch them so they work correctly. Now let's go to the seating plan sheet. First, we find 3 automatic data points: total confirmed guests, total seated guests, and waiting to be seated. These fields should not be touched. They are automatic. Otherwise, the sheet will stop working properly. After that data, you'll find a filter to choose the type of table. If you have imperial tables or small tables, if you don't select anything, both will appear. And in the totals above, the comparison between the two will also be shown. To seat guests, just click on the selected table and start adding guests from the drop-down. The couple appears automatically on the first table always, but they don't appear in the drop-down menu. Ignore the red triangle that appears on the right of the seated guests' names. This appears because the seated guests no longer appears in the guests to be seated list. On the right side, you'll be able to see the guests who still need to be seated. On top of that list, you can use filters to organize guests by group. These drop-down filters are already set up in the Setup sheet. If you want to change them, go to Setup and make the change there. Also, you can change guests from group in the Guests sheet. The filters you apply will also show in the Guests to be seated list. Now let's go to the Music sheet. In this sheet, you'll be able to write down the songs that will play during each special moment. If you add a YouTube link, you can see a preview of each video just by hovering your cursor over it. On the right side of the sheet, you'll see a summary and analysis that is completely automatic. Remember not to modify it to keep everything working properly. Now let's go to the Gifts and Thank You sheet. In this sheet, you can fill out who gave you a gift, what it was, and if you've already said thank you. First, choose the guest from the drop-down, which comes from the guest list. Write the type of gift, occasion, and value. Check if you sent a thank you note and in that case the date. Also, you can add notes. Finally, on the right side, you'll find the summary and analysis, which is completely automatic and should not be modified so the sheet works correctly. Now, as one of the final steps for organizing the big day, we have the Packing List sheet. Here, you can organize what you'll take to the wedding and the honeymoon. There are two lists, one for the wedding weekend and another for the honeymoon. You can assign a task to a person in charge from a drop-down that comes from the Setup. Check the box when you pack something and it will be automatically crossed out. And now, the last sheet we find is the Big Day sheet. In it, you'll be able to plan your wedding day in detail. Time, event, person responsible, notes. This sheet is like your score for the big day. Plan calmly and let everything flow. And that's it. You're now ready to use your planner with total peace of mind. Thank you for choosing Lluna Designs. This is not just a document. It's your space of calm and organization during one of the most special moments of your life. If you have any questions, we're here to help. Happy planning!